Hey everyone, it's Talia here. Welcome back to another video on my channel here. We are going to do an unboxing from DK Beauty. We do one of these usually every month, but lately we've been doing it so that the box includes like a 2-month encompass of nail art and videos and stuff. I'm liking that because it gives me a little bit of extra time to kind of play around with the goodies that are in here too. So these are either new products that DK Beauty has recently brought in, or just different things that I personally haven't played around with, and we're going to go through the box, do some swatches, anything like that, and then my content on my social media platforms throughout the month will incorporate a lot more of these items as well. Let's dive in and go through the box. First thing we see right on top is the Fuzion magnet. I have kind of seen these type of things on social media, and I think this is just such a great idea. Gives you an opportunity to play around with your cat eye gel polishes with one tool. So it's a magnetic tool that has like a T magnet here, like bigger magnets here, another magnet here. You've got those little ball ones in the middle, and then a ball one for you to kind of move your cat eye gel polish around. Okay, this I'm so excited about. This is a Cuticle oil serum, and this one is in Winter Returns, and I have another one of theirs. I love this. It has been like one of my go-to cuticle oils lately. What I like about it, let me just get this package opened up here. First, look at the package. You can see that the products kind of separate. I'm trying to see if I just shook mine up. And then when you shake it, it goes to like this milky consistency, but that's not what I love about it. What I love about it is such a thin cuticle product. So when you apply it on, and there's no like greasy feel to it or anything, like you can go and like touch like anything that would normally transfer oil right after you touch it. This cuticle oil doesn't. The serum doesn't do that. So this one is Winter Returns. Oh, they just have such a light scent. Like this one smells like tea to me, but this one has like a light perfumey scent as well. I really like these. Then we have some brushes here. I have a couple of the gel bottle brushes, and I really like them. I just want to see which ones we have here. Ooh, dotting tool. So these brushes, or these tools. First one is a stripe liner brush. My only complaint about these is how small, like it's so hard to get this like brush in here in the lid. But this brush is a very long striper. When you first get your brushes, you're gonna, if you just run your fingers through it, you're gonna feel like some little grittiness. You kind of want to get that out before you start using it. So that's why I'm kind of seasoning it. But there's like such fine brush hairs in here. I feel like there's like hardly any. Looking forward to trying that one. And then this one is a paint one brush. And the paint one brush. Ooh, I love these like little square bristle type of ones. These are really good for marbling nail art. Like you can just like pick up your products in your palette and you can just really kind of marble them around. If you wanted to get like really nice and tight with your cuticles, this is a good brush for that as well. That's a cool little brush. Okay, then we have this one, which is their dotting tool number 1. Ooh, that's cute. That's it. So teeny. Such a teeny dotting tool. Oh, this is adorable. Look how small this is. It's so nice and light too. Like if you like a light brush, the gel bottle ones are very light. And then this is the flat 01. Very long flat brush there. Oh, I just love new brushes. I don't know, I feel so much more, I feel inspired when I get new brushes. Like inspired to try out new nail art ideas or different techniques whenever I get new brushes. So I'm very much looking forward to playing around with those. Let's just unbox this entire box and then we'll dive through it. So we have a gel bottle, a cuticle lifter. I've been, was getting my nails done for a little bit, and then I was gonna do them myself. So some of the tools in here are for me to do my own nails. Like that one. Some, ooh, Fuzion, this must be their cat eyes. New Luxio collection. This is Hollow Crystal Aurora collection. What? a bunch of gel polishes, I believe. Okay. Ooh, I'm excited for these, some new Luxio colors. I picked some different colors that like non-traditional Christmas winter colors because I want to do like nail art that's a little more unique with different color palettes versus like the same type of color palettes you see all the time. Expand, I feel like I have this. I'm gonna double check that one. Okay. Fairywinkle, that has been on my bucket list for a while. Luscious Gothic Romance, that's been on my bucket list for a while. What the Fig and Midnight Shadow. I think this is a creator base. I believe this is like a peel off. Apply one thin layer to chosen base, allow to air dry for around 5 minutes. Perform service as usual and remove using Pro Prep tool. Yes, I will like that. And then this one, Brush Savior, nourish and clean your brushes. I have been trying to maintain my brushes a little better than I usually do. And New Year wishes. Okay, these, I believe Fuzion was releasing some cat eye gel polishes. And these are part of their FX line. And 2 colors for that. So we've got an Apre Silver Art Gel. And then again, these are for doing my own nails. So balance, coverage, warm pink, balance, coverage, cool pink for like gel manis for myself. We have Jelly Teal, ooh, a jelly gel polish. I love jellies. Cashmere, Provoke, Swank, a Jelly Black, and Willow. So I'm gonna get my gloves on and we're gonna do some swatching with these. For the swatches, I'm gonna use the Cocoa and Claire Glam and Glow tips. These are in short, and these are really interesting because they already are like pre-etched on the back, if you can see that. And I really like the shapes of these. Like, I feel like this is a good shape. So we are going to start this off strong with a really nice mustard yellow. If you guys have been here for a while, you know I'm always on the hunt around fall time for a really great mustard yellow. So this one from Luxio, it is called Swank, and it is stunning. It also applies really nice too. It's definitely a 2-coater, but after you get that second coat on, it just looks so, so good. I think this is just a beautiful shade of yellow. I think this would look stunning matte as well. So the next shade from Luxio is this one. It is called Willow, and it is kind of like a taupey purple shade. Again, another really great one for fall time, but this is a shade that I personally use all of the time as well. All, I believe, of the swatches, I'm going to do 2 coats just so you guys can see how concentrated they get with 2 coats, but some of them go on really good in just one as well. So another stunning one, another one that would look great with matte. The nice thing about a lot of the Luxio gel polishes is they've got like really great flat colors, but then they have these really stunning pearl or metallic shades as well. I was blown away by this one. This one is called Provoke. For sure a 2-coater with it as well, and this one needed a really good stir too, I found. But once you get those 2 coats on, it is just a perfect stunning purple. Great for Halloween, but I see myself using this one a lot for winter nails. This one is called Cashmere, and this is a really nice neutral. It is not like your traditional kind of creamy, soft neutral. It's more on like the taupey type of side too. I think this one personally is just going to be a staple for all year round for me. I feel like we're all kind of on the hunt for these taupey shades of gray, not just for fall time. Now this stunning red shade is going to be excellent for Christmas themed nails. I actually ended up doing this one in 3 coats though, because I found that when I was putting it on pretty thin, it was going on pretty sheer. Now I personally like sheer colors with this because I can do tons of nail art with it, but if you want it to be pretty concentrated, I would say that this one you're going to have to build up a little bit. I also love the soft gold shimmer in that color. It's just going to be so perfect. I'm excited to use that one. So this is a jelly color, which I actually didn't know that Luxio had jelly, like glass type of gel polishes. This one goes on a little bit more sheer than one you're going to see in this video coming up here too. Same thing for this one, and I did give them both like a really good stir as well. So this is the Jelly Teal. What I like about this though is how dark this shade is. Like I see a lot of teal colors that are a little bit more on the blue side and not quite as dark as this one. I think this one is just going to be so perfect for ocean nails, like marbling different blues together with it. We're moving on to some Après gel polishes now. This one, New Year's Wishes, is just the most perfect like silver sparkle. Now Apre actually has 3 colors that are this like foily type of color. They've got a champagne color and then this really pretty like purple shade as well, and they are so concentrated in one thin coat, but I personally like to like make it look a little bit more metallic, and I build it up with 2. This one, What the Fig, this has been on my list to have in my collection for a bit here. I liked that this one is a little bit on the pinky side of a red, and I think it's a great transition color for like fall and winter nails. But personally, I do think this one will be one that I use all year long because I love how it's a little bit more pink than red. So this is another glass gel. If you guys watched my last unboxing video with DK, we unboxed tons of glass gels from Apre in there, so be sure to go check it out. But what you'll notice with the Apre gel polishes when you're applying them is that they go on quite a bit more pigmented than say the Luxio ones here as far as glass gel polishes go. This has been another shade on my bucket list, and I'm so excited to have it for winter nails because I think the blue shade of this is going to be excellent for snow type of nails or even like cloud nails. I just think this is going to be a really good blue shade to have. This goes on great in one coat. That is something with the Apre gel polishes, is they are fantastic to apply, and a lot of their pastels go on really nice too. This one is called Gothic Romance, and this is a really cool shade. I wasn't too sure what this one was going to look like in person, but I expected it to be a little bit more on the pinky side, but it's more like a rosy toned neutral. It is a very pretty color. Again, I think a staple. So this collection here, this is like a little 3-piece mini collection, and I love these little minis that Luxio does because they're great to like sample the different colors, and if they end up being colors that you use quite a bit, then you could bring in the full ones. Personally, I've only gone through like one of the small ones in, I believe it was called lip gloss. But overall, they're a great way to sample the colors, and I wish that more brands did this. So this particular shade actually had to go on in 3 thin coats to get it to look this concentrated, but you wouldn't have to always have it this concentrated. It'd be a really cool like sheer milky pearl color. This shade here is a really, really great like milky gel polish, but it's got a fine silver sparkle in it. And just all 3 of these I think are going to be really good for winter nails, but milky gel polishes like this are personally for me a staple in my collection. So the last one in this little collection here, this one has like a pearl finish to it, but it also has like a duochrome look of like a pink. I don't really know how to describe it, but it is a really, really cool color. I'm gonna do some art with this for like a mystical dark forest design, so stay tuned to see that. So we are gonna move on to the Fuzion Cat Eye gel polishes now. So Fuzion's FX line is a line that's really concentrated on cool art products, but like of professional quality as well. So I'm really curious to see like what these cat eyes were going to do. I was really excited about this. So when I work with cat eyes, I like to do one coat down first and cure it, and then on the second coat, this is where I'm going to play around with the different magnets. So I'm not going to cure that, and I'm just going to see what all these different magnets on this tool do. First impressions of this magnet tool, fantastic. Like, add it to your wish list because I love how high quality it is. It is like a sturdy type of magnet, and the magnets like pull fantastic. You can tell that these are high quality magnets as well. And I really like the different like tools that are on it. The only one that I kind of struggled with was that like flower one in the center, but you'll see with the second color, what I would recommend doing is like holding it like super close to the gel polish. The other magnets on this tool, you don't really have to do that with, but the flower one, I did find that I had to hold it like really, really close to it. But there's some really cool things on here. This was obviously just like a first impressions playing around with the tool, but I'm really curious to play around with it more on like a design setting. This is why I did the swatches on like a big stick like this, so that you guys could really see how that magnet pulls. So it'll be really fun to play around with it. The 2 shades in it here were like a brighter type of red, and then this one here is like a really unique color. When you play with the magnets, you can see the glitters kind of separate there, and it looks really neat. Now I have eyed these like little pots from Apre for a while. This one is called Silver, and I was expecting it to be like a silver, but I feel like it's more of like a lighter gold. And this is like, I don't know how to describe it. It's kind of on the thick side, but it's still easy to apply. I decided to start with that striper brush just to see like what kind of lines I could create with it. A lot of times if I'm just playing around with a new gel paint like this, I will just start with lines, and I will start with a striper brush, and I'll try different brushes and just kind of see how things move with it. So after I outlined it, I wanted to see how it painted, and it paints really, really nice, but you want to do super thin coats because this is an incredibly concentrated product. So I just kind of filled in this weird line thing that I made just to see how concentrated I could get it. Then I went in and did these like weird little line splotches. I was just playing around with the different brushes that I had. With this like mini square brush, I wanted to kind of see what sort of like strokes I could create with it. I wanted to try the dotting tool too and just see what kind of dots I could make with the super fine side as well as the little bit of a bigger side. This is a great dotting tool. I love the weight of it, and I love how small that fine end is on it as well. So after I just played around with this, I cured it. I had no issues with it curing or anything, but it is like super, super concentrated. So this is kind of what the final result turned out like, and I believe it cured tack free as well. So this little cuticle, it was in my box as well, which I'm very much excited to try. However, I could definitely use like a refresher course on like taking care of like cuticles and like manis and such. So I'm a little intimidated by this, but I will read up on it and play around with it as well. So this I was very excited to try. This is the Brush Savior, and I don't know about you guys, but sometimes I have a hard time getting like different products out of my brushes, and I'm trying to maintain these ones that I've recently got in my collection a little bit better than I have in the past. So seeing something like this, I think will be really cool to kind of play around with and just kind of give you guys my feedback. I will have a favorites video coming up later this month as well that's going to encompass like a year's worth of favorites of like DK Beauty's products that they've been sending me, and it'll be like a collection of different items that I've really like stood out in my nail studio. And then the last item that we're going to go through in my box here was this creator's base, and this is another type of product that I have not personally tried, like something like this that you can put on before you do your art and then you can easily peel it off after. So I'm really intrigued with it. It'll work really good because now that I am back to trying and doing my own nails, I'll be able to experiment with it a little bit more and hopefully give you guys some feedback on it too. So these two products I am very much excited to try, but overall there's some really great products in here. I'd love to know like which color stood out to you guys, what's something you think you would use in your collection. Comment below and let me know. Make sure you're following me on all of my social media, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.